Shalom. Welcome to this week's Dvar Torah. This week's Sedra is Sedra Korach. Leon Abel Haley 3 is a short 9-year-old tragedy. Leon was playing video games in the living room of a family member's house when he was struck by 2 bullets going through the house from a car driving by. Police Chief Rabbi said that the shooting stemmed from a long-running feud, and Leon wasn't the target. He was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. A tragic story, but one that highlights the dangers of being in certain neighborhoods. Location, location, location isn't just a real estate axiom. It's a warning on the influence that neighbors can have on us. In this Dvar Torah, I'd like to take 2 different approaches to the influence that neighbors can have. I'll examine a statement from our sages in the Mishnah and sage words of Maimonides explaining the mitzvah to cleave to scholars. While both statements speak to the important influence neighbors have, they do differ, and we'll examine the differences. Lastly, we'll connect both approaches to our Sedra. I hope the viewer gains an appreciation for the effect that those around us apply. The Mishnah in Pirkei Avos lists a saying from Nitayar Bailey: "Keep far from an evil neighbor, and do not associate with the wicked." What is the imperative to stay away from an evil person? In their actions, evil people set certain events into motion. Those events are generally not positive. In our Sedra, we watch as Korach's actions lead to the ground opening up and swallowing him alive. When events unfold, not only do they disrupt the evil person's life, but those around him as well. Our rabbis warn us not to associate with evil people, so that we can avoid the harmful events that they set into motion. Woe to the evil person, and woe to his neighbor. The Rabbi takes a different approach to the influence our neighbors exert. In discussing the mitzvah to cling to scholars, he writes, "It is natural for a man's character and actions to be influenced by his friends and associates, and for him to follow the local norms of behavior. Therefore, he should associate with the righteous and be constantly in the company of the wise, so as to learn from their deeds. Conversely, he should keep away from the wicked who walk in darkness, so as not to learn from their deeds." The Rambam's concern is that evil neighbors influence others to follow their actions. In our Sedra, the people are warned to stay away from Korach and his people, lest you be swept away in all their sins. Using the 2 explanations of the influence neighbors have on us, we can explain that Bnei Yisrael are being warned not to fall prey to the consequences of their evil neighbors' actions, and to be wary of following their evil neighbors' events. It is a lesson as applicable today as it was then. Shabbat Shalom.